Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Albums and Memories, where I talk about two albums at a time in my CD collection, and I talk about the memories it gave me. Now today we're going to talk about the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Freaky Styley album and Eminem's Encore. Now I'm going to start with talking about Freaky Styley because out of their first three albums, this is the one I like the most. Hell, I actually like it better than their Mother's Milk album. Like, not by much, but I know, here's the thing, I know Mother's Milk is a better album, I know that, but to me, this album actually kind of got me a lot. Like, it actually surprised me a couple of times, because, like, I don't know if it's because I lowered my standards in terms of the music in here, but, it's like, yeah, it's okay. I pretty much like Jungle Man, I like Nevermind, I like, let me see. I like Catholic Schoolgirls Rule, which is it's like, oh my god, like that song Catholic Schoolgirls Rule was pretty much that my friend hated it because I kept repeating the song over and over again, and it's like, yeah, like it's up there with True Men Don't Kill Coyotes. I'm pretty sure I spammed his Twitter, which he doesn't use, with that song and Catholic Schoolgirls Rule. But yeah, this album surprised me because there was a lot of funk level. The funk was amazing. The rock was amazing. It actually it surprised me, and I like it better than Up with Multiple Party Plan, mostly because I don't know why, but it's probably maybe I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's my personal opinion. But maybe it was because of the drummer. I liked this better than Up with Multiple Party Plan. I don't know. I think it might be because the song Sex Rap is like, holy shit, I love the drums at the beginning of that. It's actually really good. Like I understand that Jack Irons is a great drummer and one of the original members, and but I do like the drummer of this, like right here. I do like the drummer here. Like like the drummer is amazing here. I can't overstate it, but here's the thing. And not like this is what I played during Overwatch. Like I remember, like a couple of years ago when got this album, I played this and I played this during Overwatch, and to me it kind of fit. I don't know why, but it fit. Like it's a fun, like this is a fun album, shallow but fun. The Overwatch is a fun game. It's a really fun game. This is lighthearted. That's lighthearted. Yeah, this pretty much is what like I really like about it. Like I actually do like how like funky and insanely insane this kind of is. Like holy shit. Like I like the guitars in here. The lyrics are shallow as hell. That's the weak point. Like the bass is good. The drums are incredible. I can't understate this. I really like the drums here. I don't know why, but I really like it. Like it sounds so fulfilling. Like especially in Sex Rap, it's like, oh my god, I hear it and it's like, oh my god, this is actually really good. And maybe that's kind of the reason why I don't like the third or first album. Like the first album is not good, not at all. Like I said before, the first album is not good. It's unmemorable as hell. But you know what? It's for what it is. What it is. It was a product of the '80s, and they didn't epitomize what they were at the time as like musicians or over the top party animals, what have you. But this, like, holy shit, like you can feel the funk. Like this was produced by George Clinton, so it's like, yeah, he brought out a lot of funk with these guys. Like he brought so much energy out of it, and it's just I kind of want the Red Hot Chili Peppers to go back to him. Like I like Rick Rubin, kind of like his mixing is hit or miss, mostly miss. I know somebody on Twitter who I talked about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I know somebody on Twitter who would dispute um, Rick Rubin's producing because it was pretty much clipped a lot of the time. But I want them to come back to George Clinton, and it's actually really because I talked about like their last two albums that came out, The Getaway and I'm With You, and like I don't have much memories about that, but I like this album. I really like this album, and I really want them to just go back to George Clinton so they can actually make exciting music. I'm not to say the music is good. Their music is great, pretty good right now, but I just want them to actually have like a little bit more excitement, not be this, like so chilly like they were in the Getaway. Like they were too chill. Like there were some moments of like levity and excitement, but it's mostly just really kind of watered down a little bit. So there's that. But this is pretty much excitement to an extreme. Yes, it's flawed as hell. Yes, it's flawed as hell, but I like it better than the first album, Uplift Mobile Party Plan, and Mother's Milk. Just by a little bit. Mother's Milk just by a little bit. You know? And the next album I want to talk about is Eminem's Encore. Uh, yeah. You know how I talked about Eminem's Curtain Call? How I actually got, like, how they talked about, what was it called? The top 11 or 10 Eminem, worst Eminem songs? That's exactly how I got this. Like, I remember like, seeing them talk about the Rap Critic and Muse talk about, like, his bad songs, and most of them come from this album. And it's like, well, I do wanna buy this album now, and I ended up buying it. Now, here's the thing. Cut back to 2004. This was completely new. 2 years after the Eminem show. And I remember hearing Just Lose, and I thought, this was great. This is hilarious. And I thought, this was hilarious. And it's like, again, 2005. It was elementary school. I was in grade 8. Yeah, I was in grade 8, just getting into the nitty gritty of the last year of elementary school. And in the Saturday school I went to, which was Muslim school, we had a gift exchange since Muslims can't celebrate Christmas. We had a gift exchange instead. So me and a few classmates just had to like pull up something out of a hat and just exchange gifts. So one day, like before we at the last minute before we actually ended up going to school, my mom actually went around and just said, okay, what do you think the person who you're giving your gift to would like? And since all the people in my pretty much everybody in like people who I have class with were guys. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm just gonna get them this new Eminem album. And then went to class. We got to get this jam. It was like, holy crap! He has the new Eminem album. Who's it gonna be? Who's actually gonna pull the like name out of the hat? And I gave it to somebody, and it's like, oh, this is awesome. And after that, after a few singles like what was it? Ass Like That, which is the first episode I've ever watched from Video on Trial. Ass Like That. They made fun of the music video, and it was the first episode I saw on Video on Trial. Maybe I should do an episode on how I got into Video on Trial. And I heard of Mockingbird, and like Toy Soldiers, and Mosh, which at the time I only heard once. I'm like, oh, this is good. And then after that, nothing. I didn't hear a single thing about this album. I didn't hear any reviews. I didn't hear any reviews, and this was back when I was a review hound. I used to read newspapers just to know what album or what movie was going to be really, really, really good, and that's what it was. And then it wasn't until like several years later when I found out like this is not highly regarded. It's not highly regarded at all. And I used to listen like I bought this album in 2013. 2013, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be, and I thought, yeah, these are bad songs. Like Evil Deeds is I thought was catchy. I kind of still do. And then I used to like listen, like I used to work Saturday mornings, and I used to have this album in my head constantly, just working and working. It's like over and over again, just like that. And even then, like. I know this is not a good album. I know this is several steps below the Eminem show. And like a deep, dark vault pit, like a deep, shallow grave compared to the Marshall Mathers LP. But I just bought this album because I want to hear the entire thing. Like, maybe it wasn't like, maybe, watching them badmouth several Eminem songs, like Rap Critic and Muse badmouth several Eminem songs, most of them being on this album again. Again, most of them being on this album. It's like, I want to listen to this. Maybe it's biofascination. Maybe it's the sick, twisted person in me. But you know what? Well, it's noticeable that he had started his drug addiction, and not. This isn't a well-regarded album, to the point where there's a bonus CD here, and I have yet to listen to it. I haven't listened to the bonus CD yet, and it's been years. I listened to everything else, but I haven't listened to the bonus track. And man, this just reminds me of when this was completely new, and like everybody was on the hype train, and it was the hype train, and then everybody listened to it, and like, oh, this is good. And then eventually it's like, oh no, no, this is a bad album. This is a really bad album. Oh god, this is a bad album. And I was like, yeah, it's a disappointment. Most because this is when his drug addiction started, and it's like, yeah, I can see the writing on the wall, but you know what? It's fine. Yeah, so yeah, another Eminem album. I'm no, that I think there's gonna be a couple of more. I'm not sure. I can't see properly here. And that's it for another episode of Albums and Memories, and I will see you another time. Thank you.